So we'll have a trial. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hands up. Okay, not yet. Not everyone. Right. Not everyone yet. Right. Not Anup. Where are you? Anup Shetty. Yeah. So even Saurav didn't raise hand. Then who else? Saurav. Now I asked you to raise hands. Saurav and Anup, please raise your hands. Okay, maybe I'll just take a screenshot.
Yes, sir.
No, I just want to know who all are actually working with me correctly. Saurav, are you there? Okay, some raised at home. Okay. Yeah, so that was. I just. Okay, fine, that's it. Okay, put your hands down. That's it. Yeah, Samarth, Sahana, Srijan, Pratik. Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, so that's it. What we'll do is, right, we'll move on to our discussion. Right, so what we'll do is, even though yesterday I told bye bye to switch chart, right, we can't say bye bye to switch chart. Why? Because I had some issue, right? The same thing, switch chart, single step matching. I was supposed to teach to 6M A section, but because of some issue with my laptop and pen tab, I couldn't do that. So what we'll do is, right, so one more problem we'll solve today, right, and I have asked 6M A section students to watch the video which I had posted. If they have watched the video, right, tomorrow I'll discuss the same problem in the other class and we'll move on to say Klystron. Otherwise, we'll have to wait a bit, right? So no problem, no problem, right? Anyhow, I'll provide you materials and I'll provide you with recordings and everything, right? So we don't have to hurry up. Initially, there is no point in hurrying up, but later on, I may hurry up a bit, right? I may tell, okay, module 3 is done, module 4 is done, module 5 is done within a snap of say finger. But now, right, not a problem. So I'll just give you another problem on switch chart, right? I give you another problem on switch chart, right? So the question is, it's on single step matching, right? A 300 ohm lossless line is terminated in a load impedance of capital ZL is equal to 600 plus J300, right? This much is J300 ohm, and so one more operating at 600 megahertz.
Sir,
The
excuse me,
question,
sir. You have not shared your screen.
I'm not sure is my okay. Sorry. I'll just share my screen. Thank you so much, Savan. Right. Right. Thank you so much. Right. I thought I had shared my screen. That's why I was. Saurav, I think you can mute yourself. Saurav? Yeah, no problem. You can take your time. Right. It happens. Right. Right, please don't like scold those who are around you. Just mute yourself. Okay, no problem. Let me mute. Right. I hope my sound is actually what even louder compared to Saurav's. This. Right. So the question is find standing wave ratio. That is the first question. Right. And second question is design a single step matching section. Design a single step matching section. Assuming Z0 is equal to Z0 S. Right. So this is the question. So I'll leave it to you people. Right. I want you people to do this and get back to me. Right. So a 300 ohm lossless line. 300 ohm lossless line means Z0 is given to be equal to 300 ohm. Those terminated in the load impedance of ZL is equal to 600 plus J30. So maybe I should write everything down. Right. I should write everything down. So Z0 is given to be equal to 300 ohm. Right. And F is equal to 600 into 10 power 6 hertz. Right. Which implies lambda. Let us assume the velocity is C or the dielectric is actually what? A perfect conductor. So then velocity will be C. That is C by F. So that is 3 into 10 power 8 divided by 600 into 10 power 6. So can anyone tell me what is lambda? 3 into 10 power 8 divided by, is it 0.5? Is it 0.5 meter and 50 centimeter? Is it? Can anyone tell me? Lambda is equal to 50 centimeter. Please get back. Right. C by F. That's what I just wanted to. Lambda 0.5. It will be 0.5 meters. So it has to be 50 centimeter. Thank you, Samar. Right. So it's 50 centimeters. So lambda is given to be equal to 50 centimeters. So then when we are getting in terms of lambda, we can actually convert it into centimeter. That's it. Right. So then what else is given? Z0 is equal to 300 ohm, right? Z0 is equal to 300 ohm. ZL, what was the value of ZL? Can anyone unmute and tell? What is the value of ZL?
600 plus J300.
600 plus J300 ohm. So what is YL? Small ZL, normalized impedance. Small ZL is equal to capital ZL divided by Z0. That is equal to 1 by 300 into 600 plus J300. So that is equal to 2 plus J1. Right. Small ZL is equal to 2 plus J1. So what we can do is, right, so R is given, X is given. So in this case, we can directly mark ZL on our Smith chart, and then we can find YL as diametrically opposite point. Right, YL as diametrically opposite point. So we can find, right. So first step will be actually what? Mark small ZL, normalized impedance on Smith chart. Right, and find small YL as diametrically opposite point. So we'll do that. Actually, I'll just take the Smith chart, right? Again, algebra calculator suit. GeoGebra calculator suit. Right. I'll take this. One second, give me some time. Okay. Calculator suit is loaded. Right. So I'll just won't show axis. I'll import the Smith chart image. Smith chart .jpg. Right. Did I miss anything? Maybe it's better to change the background color, right, so that I can differentiate. Right. I'll change the background color now, so I'm able to differentiate between Smith chart and the other one. Right. So now we have. So which is a ZL point? Can anyone tell me what is ZL point? Please. 2 plus J1, I guess. Right. Load impedance point is. Right. So given ZL is equal to 2 plus J1, which means, right, R equal to 2, sorry, then X is equal to 1. R equal to 2 is this, X equal to 1 is this particular one. So I'll mark it here. So instead of marking it with my pen, I'll just take a point and then mark. Right. This is R equal to 2 and this is X equal to 1. So this is the line. So maybe before that I should zoom in a bit. Right. So this is the point, which is actually what? ZL. Right. C is ZL. I'll mark again. Please forgive me. Right. So if I go down, I have to take pen again, then only I'll be able to mark. Right. So point C is actually what? Small ZL, normalized impedance. Now what I should do is I should mark, I should find out the normalized admittance. Why? Because that is how we'll find, right, we'll solve problems related to Smith chart. Right. So I mark the center point D and I am considering the circle with center at D and which is passing through C. So this is my constant SWR circle. The next step what I should do is I should find YD. Right. Next step what I should do is I should find YD. Right. Next step is finding YD. Right. How to find YD? Can anyone tell me how to find YD? Please. Can anyone tell me how to find YD? Right. From this is a load point, and from there I have to travel in some direction. Right. So that I'll find some point. Can anyone tell me? I won't utter a word. Right. I want you to give me the answer. Why? Because we solved a problem yesterday. YD, how to find? So from the load point, in which direction I have to move and where I should stop? Anyone? Otherwise, I won't move a bit. I will be stuck here unless you tell how to find YD. Yeah. Please do type in from the load point. No, I should not actually what. I should be marking the load admittance point. Now I mark load impedance point. So before I find YD, I should mark the load admittance point. So I should write here, mark ZL on Smith chart and find YL as diametrically opposite point. Right. So I didn't mark YL as diametrically opposite point. So we should do that first. So what I should do is I should take a I should take a ray or I should take a line, right? And I should start with C, right? Line passing through C and through D, right? And the diametrically opposite point, if you see, that would be this diametrically opposite point. So if I zoom it in further, right? So this is a diametrically opposite point. So that will be my YL. So point E will be my YL, right? Diametrically opposite point E will be my YL, right? Now, if I have YL, what I should do is I should move from YL in clockwise sense, right? So, what is the next step? I'll write the next step here, right? To find YD. How to find YD? From YL, I should move clockwise or towards generator and find point of intersection SWR circle with G equal to 1 circle, right? G equal to 1 circle. So YL we marked. YL is nothing but point E. YL is nothing but point E. From point D, I should move clockwise and find the first. When I say point, it should be the nearest point, right? I should find the nearest point of intersection of SWR circle with G equal to 1 when I move clockwise. So shall we find out that? We'll try and find out that. So this is the point E. So when from point E I move in clockwise sense, you can see this is the first point where I meet with actually what? G equal to 1 circle. So I'll mark that point. So when I move clockwise from point E, right? So this is the first point where I am meeting G equal to 1 circle. So I'm marking this point, right? So G equal, this is the point which point F is actually what the point which intersects with G equal to 1 circle, right? I'll mark that point, right? So before that, I'll mark what are the points which I have marked so far, right? So the C is actually what this is, small ZL. E is actually what, small YL, right? And from here, I traveled in clockwise sense and I found the first point which is intersecting with F. And this point is nothing but what? This point is nothing but, sorry, this point F is nothing but YD. Right, point F is nothing but YD. Right. So now the distance from, distance from load and to YD will be D. And we will try to find out that. So this point is YD. Right. So this point C is ZL and this is YL. Right. This is YD. Then
Sir.
what is the next step?
Excuse me, sir. That point C is intersection of R equal to 2 circle, no? But
That is
there
R
is
equal to 2. Yeah.
But
yeah,
there is 3, no? There you have marked 3, I guess.
Did I mark 3? Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, I marked 3. Right. I would have been marking. Right. I'll just go back. Right. I'll just do Control Z. Right. Thank you for pointing out. Right.
Sir,
So
credit goes to Samarth, sir. He informed me.
Is it? Okay, great. Right. So initially I didn't zoom. Right. That's why it happened. Right. Wonderful. Thank you. Right. So what I'll do is, so instead of actually continuing with the same thing, what I'll do is I'll just try to abort this and I'll open a new one. Right. That would be better. I just cleared everything. Right. I didn't save it. Right. So I'll open a new one. Sorry. Right. Not a problem. Right. We are solving problems. We are not wasting time. Right. So I'm going to take an image. Right. So once again, you should help me out so that I can finish out very fast. Right. I'm going to import this with chart. Right. I'm going to import this with chart. I just change the background color. Right. I change the background color and I am moving it here. Right. So which was the ZL point? I'll just write it here. Please tell me, Savan or anyone. Right. ZL point was. Please tell me once again. Fast.
2 plus 1 J, sir.
2 plus J1, right? And YL was supposed to be 1 by ZL, right? So this is actually what x equal to 2. So maybe I'll zoom it in a bit. Right. I'll zoom in a bit. Right. So this is 2 and this is actually what 1. So I'll mark the point. Right. I'll mark the point. Thank you so much for pointing it out. Right. So like this, I might have made many mistakes. Right. So please do be very careful while watching my video. So this is actually the point, and this is the center point. Right. So C is actually what? C is YL, and D is the center point. D is the center point. Now I am going to mark the constant SWR circle. For that circle with center, right? I'll start with D and passing through C. I marked a circle, and now I need to find the diametrically opposite point. Right. For that, I am taking a line, right, and then passing through D and C. I am marking a diametrically opposite line, right. So the diametrically opposite point is this. Diametrically opposite point is this, right. So point E, right. So we should find out what is this YL, right. We need not even find out what is YL, but right. So as it is our actually what procedure, we'll try to write what is YL, right. So this is C is ZL, right, and this point is YL. What is YL? Can anyone tell me? YL is equal to, if you see, this is actually what 0.3, 0.4. This is 0.32, 34, 36, 38. Right, YL is equal to right 0.38. That is actually what G equal to constant circle. And if you see R equal to constant circle is actually what 0.2. Right, this is 0.2, 0, 0.2, 0.4. That's actually what this actually is 0.2. So it is J 0.2. That is YL. YL is 0.38 plus J 0.2. So maybe we'll write it down here. Right. We'll write it down here. So YL we found 0.38 plus J 0.2. So this is YL. Right. Given YL, right. The next step is finding out YD. To find YD, what I should do? From YL, move clockwise sense to find the point of intersection of SCR circle with G equal to 1. Right. So we'll do that. Right. We'll do that. Right. So from here, I have to move in clockwise sense, and it intersects the point here. Right. It intersects the point here. Right. We'll see what is that point. Right. We'll see what is that point. Right. The point is equal to right F. That is G equal to 1, and that is G equal to 1, and say X equal to B equal to 1. Right. This point F is actually what? I should find out. Right. This is our YD, that is G equal to 1, and B is equal to 1. So this is the point G equal to 1, B equal to 1. So I'll write YD is equal to G equal to 1, comma B is equal to 1, or plus JB. That is actually our YD. Right. So from YD, what we should do is right. So from YD, what we should do is from YD we should move in clockwise sense to find where it intersects with G equal to 1 circle. But in this case, you see the YD point itself is actually what? G equal to 1 circle. So I'll write here, right? I'll write here YD is equal to 1 plus J1. Right. I'll write here YD is equal to 1 plus J1. Right. And So next what we should do is given yd and right, given third step is given yd, right, you should find out ys, right. So we yd and ys are related as y11, that is equal to actually what, y0, that is equal to yd plus ys, y11 that is equal to y0, that is equal to yd plus ys. So this y11 is equal to y0, right. So I can write 1 into y0 is equal to yd into y0 plus small ys into capital ys, right. So this, so ys into y0 I say. Why? Because in this case y0 is equal to y0 s. So I'll write y0 s. So this is equal to actually what, y0. So I can write y0 is equal to yd into y0 plus ys into y0. So which means y0 will get cancelled. So I'll get one, right, ys is equal to, right, this is case 1. I'll get ys is equal to 1 minus yd. So that is equal to actually what, 1 minus, what is yd in this case? Can anyone tell me? Yes, I realized I got disconnected. Now I am back. Right. Sorry. Like actually here I had a power issue. Right. So that's why I had to switch between the network. Right. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Great. Yeah. Sorry, I disconnected again, and right. I don't know how it happened. Right. So I didn't share my screen. I think I should share my screen. Sherwin, am I audible now? Sherwin, Shravan, or anyone who can? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Right. So yd we found to be equal to 1 plus j1. I'll tell you how we got that. Right. So how we got that is, right. This is our YL. From YL, when we are traveling, right. So we are getting this to be our YD. So it is actually what, 1 plus J1, right. YD is 1 plus J1, right. So we marked it to be equal to 1 plus j1. So that is our yd, right? So I marked yd to be equal to 1 plus j1, right? Then given yd, I have to find ys. For that, I should use this expression. Y11 is equal to y0. That is equal to capital yd plus capital ys. That is actually what? 1 into y0 is equal to small yd into y0 plus small ys into y0s. This y0s is equal to y0, right? So I'll get y0 is equal to yd into y0 plus ys into y0. So I'll get ys is equal to 1 minus yd. So this is the case 1, right? Yesterday we have discussed case 1. When y0 is equal to ys, you can straight away write small ys is equal to 1 minus yd, right? So that is 1 minus, right? 1 minus 1 plus j1. So it will be equal to minus j1, right? Ys is equal to minus j1, which implies 0 minus j1. Next, I have to mark, right, ys on the Smith chart. So again, if this is r equal to 0, right, or g equal to 0, so that 0 minus j1 will be on this line, right? And minus 1 will be actually what? So minus j1 will be somewhere here. So this will be actually what? 0 minus j1 point. That is what we are going to mark now, right? So please listen carefully, see carefully, right? So this is actually what? yd, and yd is 1 minus j1, and ys is actually what? So I should write here ys is equal to 0 minus j1, right? 0 minus j1. So which means g equal to 0 and b equal to minus 1. G equal to 0 is actually what? This right. B equal to minus 1 is this particular circle. So this is the point. So I have to mark that, right? That point I have to mark. So that I'll mark that point, right? I'll take a point A, right, and I'll mark it here. So that point H, right? Point H is actually what? Ys. Point H is nothing but what? Ys. So I'll write it here. Right. Point H is nothing but what? This is ys. Right. So ys is 0 minus j1. Right. So that is ys. So now what we have done is we found the distance d, and also we have to find the distance d, and also this ys we found, and yd we know, right? We know as seen by this, it should be equal to y11 and that should be equal to 1, right? That is equal to y0, right? Capital Y11 should be equal to y0, right? So now we have to find the distance d, right? Now what is left out is we need to find the distance d and this length L. That is what we have to find out, right? So how to find distance d? Can anyone tell me how to find distance d? Yeah, anyone please tell me how to find distance d. Savan, how to find distance d? Please tell me.
Distance
Savan?
from load end to the point.
Load end to id, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
which one was load end here? This is YL, right? So I'll mark again. This is YL, point E is YL, and point F was YD, right? Point F was YD. So from here, how much should I travel to reach this point F? E to F. Distance from E to F was actually what? D. D is distance from E to F. So we can find out that, right? We can take a ray. Right. So this is already marked, right? D through E, it is already marked and it intersects at some point, right? So now I should mark D to F. From D, I should start and go through F. That is already marked, right? Also, I should mark distance from D to H. So these lines I have marked. Right. Now what we have is, right, I'll repeat. What we have is, I'll mark here what is D and what is F. Right. So D is nothing but what? D is nothing but distance from point E to point F. Distance from point E to point F. This is our D. Right. And then what will be L? L will be nothing but what? Distance from the short circuit point. So this is the short circuit point. Right. Distance from short circuit point to YS. This will be L. Right. This will be L and this is D. Right. We'll try to find out what is D and L. For that, I should zoom in and mark the points corresponding to these. Right. So I should first I'll mark what is the point H. Right. So it is actually what point H is. You can see this 0.37, 0.38, and it's exactly in between 0.37 and 38. So I can write here, right? I'll write here DH is equal to 0.375. DH is equal to 0.375, right? And then I should mark the other points, right? I should mark the other points. So the short circuit, right? So I'll write. Oh my God! Okay. Hope I didn't tamper with it. Right? Luckily, right. So this D short circuit, that is equal to 0.25, right? So here this value is 0.25 and below it is 0.375, right? I'll mark everything, then we'll find out actually what the distance, right? And point F is, point F if you see, it's actually what? 0.16, 0.162, right? So it's actually what? Before 0.160 and 0.162, it can be 0.161 something, right? So it is 0.162. I can write. I'll write 0.162, right? This point, that is DF. DF is 0.162, right? And this point I don't have to mark. See why? Because that is impedance point. I don't have to mark it, right? DF is 0.162. I hope all of you are noting it down. Then we need to find what is the DE point, right? So which is this point we need to mark down, right? So it is 0.46, 0.462, 0.47, right? So it's 0.46, right? It's almost 0.46, or I should say 0.462, right? So DE I should write, right? DE I should write. So maybe I should zoom it out a bit, right? So this point DE would be equal to 0.462, right? I've written 0.462. Now what we have to do is we should find the distance. What is D? To reach D, I should travel from 0.462 to 0.5, and then till from 0 to 0.162. So what is the distance? What is this distance? This distance is 0.5 minus 0.462. Can anyone tell me what is this distance? Say from 0.5 minus 0.462 will be. Can anyone calculate and tell? It should be
038. 0.038. Like 0.5.
0.038, right?
Yes.
Right. So this distance is 0.038, and this distance is actually what? This much distance is 0.16. This distance is 0.16. So this D is nothing but what? D is nothing but 0.038 plus 0.16. This much time of lambda. So can anyone tell me what is this? What is 0.038 plus 0.16 lambda? 0.038 plus 0.16.
0.198 lambda.
0.198. So it is 0.198 lambda. So D is 0.198 lambda. Then what is this actually? What is this distance? LS actually what to reach L I should travel from 0.25 to 0.375. Right. So I'll write L is equal to 0.375 minus 0.25. So it will be 0.125. Is it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
L is 0.125. So that's it. That is done. Right. So the answer to the question is D is 0.198 lambda and L is 0.125. So I'll write it down here. Right. So we found D is actually, what was D? Once again, repeat me 0.198.
0.198. 0.198.
198 lambda. So what is lambda actually? It is 0.198 into right 50 centimeter, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 50 centimeter.
So can you tell me what is this D? 0.198 into 50 centimeter.
That is 9.9 centimeter.
9.9 centimeter, right? 9.9 centimeter. And we should find what is L. Right. We should find what is L. L was what was L?
0.125.
0.125.
Yes, sir. Lambda.
125 lambda.
That is
So
equal
that
to
is equal
6.25. 6.25 centimeter.
That is equal to 6.25
Centimeter.
centimeter. That's it. That is actually the solution. Right. So it is right. ZL is already given. So from ZL we should connect a stub at a distance of actually what 0. At 9.9 centimeter. Right. D is equal to 9.9 centimeter. Right. And length of the stub should be equal to, I'll write, right, length of the stub should be equal to 6.25 centimeter. So length of the stub should be equal to 6.25 centimeter. Right. So both have same characteristic impedance. This is Z0 equal to 300 ohm and this is Z0 S is equal to 300 ohm. Right. And this is a short circuit. Right. So this is the answer. So impedance matching problem is nothing but finding out the D value and L value. D is equal to 9.9 centimeter and L value is 6.25 centimeter. All of you understood this particular problem. This is the easiest problem. So first problem we had solved was actually what? The case 2, that is Z0 is not equal to Z0 S. Right. So only thing which you have to remember is if Z0 is not equal to Z0 S, what will be Ys? Ys will be equal to 1 minus Yd times Y0 by Y0 S. If Z0 is equal to Z0 S, this is actually what the straightforward problem. Ys is equal to 1 minus Yd. So the problem which we have solved now was actually what belonging to this particular category. Right. Yesterday, what problem we have solved is actually what this category. Right. Whatever. This is how you will solve actually what Smith chart problem. Is it clear now? Is it clear now how to solve Smith chart problem? We have solved almost all types of problem which can come. Right. Now, if you are thorough with these things which you have learned, then you can score 100% mark in module 1. Right. So from each module, how many marks question you will get? As per your question paper pattern. Savan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 20, no?
From each module, 20 marks. Right. So from first module, you can ensure 20 marks. right? And what is the pass mark if you have like minimum mark in internal? Minimum mark in it's 21 marks. Is it seriously? 21 by 60. So when you are writing for 100, so out of 100, how much it will be? 21 by 60 into 100. 35. Yeah. Okay. Right. So out of 35, you can get 20 marks from this module 1. Right. There is no way they can actually twist the problems much. We have solved all cases. Right. And apart from that, I'll be sharing you many solved out examples as well. Right. So first module, everyone should be able to score full marks. Right. And remaining actually what topics are something which similar to you people. Right. You have already studied something similar to that. So you don't have to actually struggle this much. Right. But for first module, you need to give special attention. Why? Because it's something which is not like your conventional subjects, which is something you have already learned, and it's a continuation of that. Right. So that's why we spend some time on this. Right. So we even in switch chart impedance matching, we have only 2 types of problem. Both the types of problems we have solved. Right. Then maybe they may give ZL value differently. Then it's up to you. Right. I've given you the procedure. You should be able to solve the problem. Right. So that's it. From that impedance matching part. Right. So tomorrow we'll start with Klystone, and even till Klystone you will have 4-year first internal. Right. Till Klystone you will have 4-year first internal. That's it. Right. Any queries or any doubts so far? Or if you want to ask me questions for first internal. Right. If you type it in chat window, I won't answer. So
Sir, Samarth has one doubt, sir. Will Samarth
Yeah,
ask?
yeah, tell me, sir. I might have made some blunder. Right.
Finding YL. Finding YL. Like when he solved, I guess. When he when he did 1 by ZL,
right,
he got 0.4 minus 0.2 I. But in this problem, we have taken 0.4 minus 0.38 plus J 0.2, I guess. So he has some.
Okay, what was ZL? Actually, we'll try it out that. What was ZL? Once again, please. ZL is
2 plus 1
small
J.
ZL, normalized impedance.
Yes,
ZL
sir.
was
2 plus 1 J.
1 plus 1 J. Sorry, 2 plus 1 J.
2 plus 1 J.
Right, 2 plus J 1. So what will be YL is equal to 1 by ZL?
1 by ZL. Yes, sir. We are getting 0.4 minus 0.2 J.
0.4 minus
0.2 J.
J 0.2. And in problem, when we took the diametrically opposite point, what we got? YL?
0.38 plus J 0.2, I guess.
Okay, I'll just try to zoom in. Right. 0.38. Okay, once again. Right. So here it's almost actually what? This x is equal to minus 0.2 and this is 0.4. Right. So it's 0.4 minus 0.2 J. Or it's not exactly 0.4 minus 0.2. If you see, it's actually what? Slightly moved, if you see. Right. So this is a problem when I do it actually what in computer. When you are doing it in your hard copy, right? These issues won't exist. Right. I'll just try to zoom it in and right. So if you see here, right, sir. E point, it's almost about 0.4 plus 0.4 minus 0.2 J. That is also correct. What did we get? What did we get? 0.38?
J 0.2
minus J 0.2, right? So 0.4 and 0.38.
Sir, you wrote plus, sir. That is that was his doubt, I guess.
I wrote plus. Okay, it should be minus. It should be minus. Sorry, right? it should have been minus, right? If I have written plus, right, it's my mistake, and it's not a problem, right? Why? Because YL we are not using anywhere, right? From YL we are using actually we are graphically only we are finding out the point YD, right? As YL in calculation we are not using anywhere. Even though I made there is a sign mistake in YL, it was not an issue, right? But actually it should be 0.38 minus J.02, right? Thank you for pointing it out, right? Thank you so much, right? So, but the remaining part will remain the same, right? Why? Because this YL I am not using anywhere in calculation. I am using YD in calculation, right? I am using YD in calculation. Is it clear now? It was my mistake, right? I used to make mistakes, right? I never used to actually clear exams. So, right, no wonder if I make mistake. But you people are not supposed to make mistake. Right. Is it clear, Savan?
Sir, sir.
Or Samarth?
Oh, yes. Samarth.
Right. So it was my mistake. I'm sorry. Right. Only sign I changed. That's it. Anything else? Yes. What is it, Savan? Samarth on fire?
Yes, sir. He's on fire.
But really nice. Thank you for pointing it out. Otherwise, actually, okay.
Yes, sir.
That's the thing. I know you. Samarth, you told something. Okay, that's it. Right. If you don't have any doubt, we'll wind up today. Or if you have any doubt, feel free to stay and any doubts? Yeah. So if now, please do type in your USN in chat window and you can leave. Please type in your USN chat window, then you can leave.
Sir, 101 present, sir.
101.
101. There's an error in my keyboard system. It's not sending the message.
Is it okay? I'll type 101. Right. Srijan, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Ah, okay, Srijan. Yeah.